Am I the a-hole for refusing to treat my mom's stepkids like family after she tried to force me into the big brother role? I, 16, live mostly with my dad. My parents divorced when I was 12, and the whole process was messy. I was old enough to understand what was happening, but still young enough for it to shake me up. After the split, I ended up living primarily with my dad, who gave me stability and structure. My mom, on the other hand, started dating pretty soon after the divorce, and within a year or so, she got serious with the guy who is now her husband. Not long after I officially started living with my dad, my mom moved her boyfriend and his 4 kids into her house. Suddenly, her home went from just me and her to a full-on blended family overnight. Out of those 4 kids, 2 have disabilities that require constant care, and the other 2 are neurotypical. Because of how much attention the 2 disabled kids need, my mom and her husband spend almost all of their energy on them. It's not like the other 2 are totally ignored, but compared to their siblings, they don't get much quality time. They don't go on fun outings often, don't get to do special activities, and it feels like they've been sidelined. They're basically afterthoughts in their own home. I only see this dynamic in small doses since I visit my mom's place 1 weekend a month, but even in that limited time, it's painfully obvious. The 2 neurotypical kids latch onto me like glue whenever I'm around. They follow me everywhere, beg me to play video games with them, try to sit next to me at meals, and sometimes even cry if I want to do something alone. It's not that I dislike them. I actually feel sorry for them because they clearly crave attention, but it's overwhelming. I go to my mom's house to see her, not to act as a stand-in parent or big brother for kids I barely know. When my mom is too busy with her husband or her stepkids' needs, I usually just keep to myself. I never signed up to be their caretaker. But recently, my mom has started pushing harder for me to take on that role. She's asked me to take the kids to the park, let them come along when I hang out with my friends, and even invite them over to my dad's house. She said they need a place to just be kids, and claimed that since their biological mom isn't in the picture, and they don't have much extended family, I should be the one to step in. The part that really crossed a line for me was when she tried to guilt-trip me by saying it would be good for them to know my dad's house in case of an emergency, like if one of the disabled kids had to go to the hospital. That honestly pissed me off. My dad has made it crystal clear that he wouldn't take responsibility for kids that aren't his, and I don't blame him. He's not their father, and I'm not their brother. I told my mom flat out that if she needs extra help, she should hire a babysitter, not shove that responsibility onto me or my dad. That's when everything blew up. My mom accused me of being selfish, cold, and immature. She said I needed to grow up because those kids are my family now whether I like it or not. I told her I don't see them as family, and that set her off even more. She kept repeating that they are my real family and that I was being cruel by rejecting them. But the truth is, I don't feel connected to them. I didn't grow up with them. I barely spend any time with them. They're my mom's stepkids, not mine. I already feel like I'm living in 2 different worlds, splitting my life between my dad's and my mom's, and now she's trying to drag me into this new one where I have 4 instant siblings I never asked for. The last time I was there, it all came to a head. The 2 younger kids begged me to let them come with me and my friends when we went out shopping. I told them no because my friends aren't babysitters either, and I wanted my own time. When I left without them, my mom completely lost it. She accused me of failing those kids, denying them a chance to feel normal, and being selfish when it would cost me nothing to let them come along. She said I was supposed to support them as their big brother, and that I was hurting them by shutting them out. But I honestly don't see it that way. I didn't choose this situation. My mom chose her husband and his 4 kids. That's her responsibility, not mine. I don't hate them, and I don't wish them any harm. But I won't be forced into a role I never agreed to. I'll admit, sometimes I do feel guilty, because it's obvious those 2 kids just want someone to care about them. But at the same time, I think my mom is trying to dump her responsibilities onto me because she and her husband are too overwhelmed to balance everything. And that's not fair. So, am I the a-hole for refusing to treat my mom's stepkids like siblings and telling her I don't consider them family?